Hi there, and thank you for taking a few minutes to view this video overviewing how ProTelesis can deploy a Mitel MiVoice Connect on-premise phone system into a private cloud implementation in the ProTelesis data center. You may be aware that Mitel acquired ShoreTel about 3 years ago and rebranded the ShoreTel Onsite, version 14.2 and earlier versions, into MiVoice Connect. Although this is a specific video for MiVoice Connect and ShoreTel Onsite, most modern VoIP on-premise systems can be moved to a private cloud setup as well. You might be asking, why would I do this? There's many reasons to move to a private cloud implementation, but perhaps the most common reason is that you don't want to manage on-premise servers and appliances that are required for your on-premise system. You might also be considering moving to a public cloud VoIP phone system, such as RingCentral or 8x8, just to get rid of the on-premise equipment and the hassle supporting it. However, before you make that decision and throw out the on-premise system you invested in, you should know that public cloud phone systems cost anywhere from about $20 to $30 per seat per month. And if you add contact center or other applications, that price is even higher. You will pay that every month forever, and if you run the numbers, that is much more expensive than keeping your on-premise system and moving it to a private cloud implementation. The ProTelesis private cloud solution provides geo-redundant data centers for optimal resiliency, 24/7, 365 monitoring and support, and white glove service with service level agreements provided directly by ProTelesis rather than support from a large public cloud company where you're just a number. Once migrated to our data center, you will enjoy better quality, reliability, and support than you would get from a public cloud solution at a much lower cost. We will summarize the key benefits at the end of this video. So with that said, let's get started. When you first implemented the phone system, the Mitel MiVoice Connect system, you probably put it into your headquarters location. You added the necessary IT equipment for your network, such as a firewall and your PoE switches, which power the phones as well as provide connectivity for the phones. And then you add your Mitel MiVoice Connect system, which includes your HQ server, which may be a Mitel or a ShoreTel branded server, could just be a standard server that we loaded software on. Then you added voice switches to provide connectivity to the public switch telephone network and to manage the phones on premise. And then you might have added a ShoreTel SA100 conference bridge for audio and web conferencing. You might have added the ShoreTel VPN concentrator for remote phones to connect easily back to the system. You may have even added the ShoreTel mobility router, which allows Android and iOS devices to run the client software on your cell phone. Once you have all that installed, you added the phone lines or trunks. Most likely you started with analog lines, or you might have implemented a T1 or a PRI or a partial PRI. You may have even gone as far as adding SIP trunks, which are the most recommended way to go these days. After that, you implemented your local area network, got everything wired up, and you added your endpoints. You got your phones and your PCs connected up, and then you connected yourself to the internet, and there you go. You now have a single site voice over IP phone system ready to roll. And then your company may have grown and you added new office locations where you of course added your network equipment, your firewall, your PoE switches, and you added your local area network and connected up your endpoints to the new office. And then you implemented a secure connection back to the HQ server, either through an MPLS WAN or through a SD-WAN implementation, or it might have just been a simple point-to-point VPN connection. You may have also added remote workers that are working from home or on the road where they want to have their physical phone and laptops connected into the system to utilize that as well, which can be done, of course, with a VPN concentrator that you might have had or through a VPN connection. Now you have a complete enterprise-wide phone system. Now let's talk about reliability and site survivability. What happens if one of your office locations loses their internet connection? So you lost your connectivity to the phone system because the HQ server is back at your headquarters location. One way to resolve this is to implement backup internet circuits so that if a circuit goes down, you can fail over to the backup circuit. You may have gone as far as implementing an SD-WAN solution. For this, we recommend VeloCloud, which allows you to utilize multiple internet circuits simultaneously rather than the backup, failover, and failback implementation with a backup internet circuit. VeloCloud also provides a management interface with ongoing monitoring and centralized troubleshooting to optimize the quality and reliability of your SD-WAN. Or, instead of two internet circuits, you may have implemented a local DVS server at your office locations. The DVS server, or distributed voice server, provides HQ server functionality locally, so your auto attendant and voicemail is local and will survive the loss of internet connectivity. Taking that a step further, you may have installed local voice switches for your phones and may have even installed local phone lines for the best site survivability. Now you have an enterprise-wide phone system that can handle the loss of internet connectivity. At this point, you're all set, but you may be spending too much time and money maintaining all the on-premise equipment required for your phone system, or you might be considering moving to a public cloud system. Mitel has worked diligently to virtualize all hardware into virtual appliances that run under VMware or Hyper-V. So now you can eliminate all the phone system hardware and enjoy a 100% software-based phone system. And by implementing SIP trunks, you have no need for the physical phone lines and the hardware required to manage them. But what if you don't have the server resources to handle all the virtual appliances, or you don't want a local server that you still have to maintain and support? The answer is to move your system to the ProTelesis private cloud to completely eliminate any on-premise appliances and servers and enjoy the best performance and reliability possible for an enterprise phone system. We could even provide a VeloCloud SD-WAN connection to our data center for additional reliability. At this point, you may choose to just simply eliminate all the hardware at your office locations as well, now that you have a redundant private cloud phone system that's highly reliable, so that the need for local survivability is much less. You may choose to keep that there for ultimate survivability, but the option to eliminate that equipment is certainly there. So to summarize, the benefits of ProTelesis Private Cloud is, number one is investment protection. You've spent a lot of money for an on-premise system that still has significant value and plenty of life left just to continue to work as a 100% software implementation that gets upgraded to maintain its latest technology as technology changes into the future. You got a much lower cost than moving to a public cloud system, improved quality and reliability with redundant data centers, and 24/7 365 monitoring and support. There'll be no more money spent on replacing servers and voice switches for upgrades or when those products go end of life. You eliminate IT time and money spent on maintaining and managing an on-premise system, and your IT personnel can spend more time on strategic IT projects. It's very easy to expand the phone system for new office locations or for company growth, and it's quick and easy setup for telecommuters working from home or wherever they have an internet connection. And finally, ProTelesis has the experience and expertise with over 30 years in this industry to help you design this or provide any other services that you might need. I hope that you've enjoyed this video presentation, and please contact your ProTelesis account manager. And if you don't know who your account manager is, please email us at sales@protelesis.com, and we'll schedule a time to review this more in depth with you. Thank you and have a wonderful day.